Hello and welcome to the show. My name's Kieran McLaughlinville and I have just one question for you. How would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, just go to the Winchester, just wait for everything to blow over.
I'd have a nice cup of tea and a cheese sandwich.
Zombie apocalypse, yeah, it's a laugh, isn't it?
As you can see, the general populace is very ill-informed to how to survive a zombie attack. That's why we say knowing your enemy is the first step to zombie survival. With me today is Professor Stuart Lawrence, who's a leading biochemist and zombie leader. Hey, Stu.
Hi, Kieran.
So what would you say the first attribute is in identifying a zombie?
Well, first of all is their movement. It's very slow and cumbersome due to muscle decay, a key area in the infected.
So are you saying this would impede their attack?
Yes, they'll be very slow, so they'll be easy to avoid. But do not underestimate their insatiable appetite for flesh. Keep well away.
That's a very good tip for everyone watching at home. So what could you say is the second most important attribute?
Well, second most important is their skin. Due to them being dead and the lack of blood flow, they'll have a pasty white complexion. They'll also notice some necrosis and skin degradation.
So you're actually telling me that an infected subject could actually lose limbs?
Yes, but do not underestimate a zombie without a limb or two. They're still a formidable foe.
So they're not completely harmless then? Sorry, moving swiftly on. What can you tell me about the noise they make?
Well, they communicate through groans and screeches, but if you keep an ear out for the shuffling caused by moving in groups, it would be very good to avoid.
Especially for the next slide, I see there's a discoloration in the eyes. What can you tell me about that?
Well, first of all, a person turning will have bloodshot eyes. This will then eventually turn white and lifeless. If someone has been bitten, look out for their eyes, since this is the first indication of them turning.
Thank you, Professor. This has been most informative. Please stay safe.
You too.
So next up, we're going to look at our do's and don'ts on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Welcome back. Here at How to Survive, we recommend that you don't engage the zombies head on, but we understand there are circumstances where this is necessary. Here with me today, I have self-proclaimed weapons expert Matthew Martin Matthews. Hey, Matt.
Good evening.
I understand you brought an array of weapons to show to us today.
Yes, you know, not everyone has a fully automatic combat shotgun by the side of their bed. I obviously do. So I brought these items in just to show the viewers at home what they may have around the house that could be useful.
Okay, well I can see you bought the staple of zombie films, the cricket bat.
Yes, you can actually learn a lot from watching a lot of zombie films. I certainly have. I mean, the cricket bat, it's got a good length on it. It can keep zombies at bay. It can deliver a lot of blunt force trauma to a zombie's head. Unfortunately, due to its wooden construction, it may not be as durable as some of these other items.
All right then, well continuing the sporting theme, I can see you've also brought in a golf club.
Yeah. Yes, this also appears in a number of zombie films. It's very durable, a bit longer than the cricket bat. I would say go for an iron rather than a driver, as the weightier metal head will cause more damage. Go for steel shafts, not graphite, otherwise they may snap while you're in the middle of battle.
And we wouldn't want that to happen in the middle of a zombie attack.
Certainly not, no.
Well, you could always fix them up with your next item.
Well, actually, the hammer is a very good personal defense weapon. It's small and sturdy, but it means you have to get a bit closer to the zombies to actually use it. So just be careful there. But it's actually also a multi-tool. You can use it for building up defenses, boarding up windows, things like that.
Which is great if you're trying to hold out and survive during a zombie invasion.
Yep, stay secure.
Exactly. Well, next is, I guess, another multi-tool you can use, the axe.
Yes, my personal favourite. It's sturdy, it's strong, it'll last forever. You do have to get in close to use it. That's how I like it. It's got a sharp blade for digging into flesh, ripping open heads. Also use it for cutting wood and building defences and stuff like that. So it's a very versatile all-round tool.
Marvellous. Well, next seems to be a much tamer item. What do you suppose we use this for?
That's actually my rolling pin. I've got a cookery class right after this interview.
Okay then. Well, on that note, we shall move to our second do's and don'ts on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Next up is an on-site report from Zeph McMaxley Moxted. He'll be discussing the best locations to hold up during a zombie apocalypse. Over to you, Zeph.
Thanks for that, Kieran. Now, as much as we'd all like to show the zombie scum a thing or two about Kung Fu, most of the time the best course of action is to wait for their characteristically short attention span to run out and they bugger off. When searching for somewhere to barricade yourself, there's a few things you should look out for. Follow me. Despite the zombie horde's regular lack of limbs and cumbersome movements, they can still pack a punch. And they make light work of your shelter unless it's built with something strong and durable, like this bunker. There's nothing worse than being cornered or forced into a dead end. When choosing somewhere to hide, make sure you choose somewhere with multiple exits. The zombies may be slow, but they make up for it in numbers. When choosing a location to hide, try to choose somewhere that's not too close to a city or in the middle of nowhere. That way, you'll always be in close proximity to supplies. Your nuclear bunker in the middle of nowhere may be insusceptible to a zombie attack, but if you run out of everyday essentials like food and water, you're in a lot of trouble. And that's the top tips for surviving a zombie apocalypse. Stay secured, stay supplied, and stay safe. Back to you, Kieran.
Thank you for joining us this week on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Remember, this information is vital to your safety during the oncoming zombie attack. Join us next week for our season finale, How to Survive the End of the World. Good night. Guys? Guys, you there? Guys? Hello? Anyone? Anyone? Seriously, guys? Anyone there? No one at all? Looking for some feedback? People are laughing.